Hello, everyone. I'm a wound care travel nurse between Connecticut and Rhode Island. I visit over 40 something facilities between both states in a month, every month. I am seeing a ethnocentric and culturally comparison between older and younger coworkers. So as a travel nurse, I get to deal with many different people from all backgrounds, all ages. But what I see a lot that is happening is the older coworkers are leaning more toward a traditional or ethnocentric norm, while the younger coworkers tend to prioritize culturally and relevance and inclusivity. So I've seen it expressed more in teams with predominantly older staff, like insisting that English be spoken at all times on a unit, or assuming that certain health beliefs are right or standard. And the perspectives obviously stem from like an old, not old fashioned, I don't want to say old fashioned, but just I guess old fashioned, in contrast to the younger colleagues who are seem to be more knowledgeable and have cultural differences. They tend to be more comfortable using interpreter services, advocating for inclusive care practices, as well as adapting communication styles. They're also more likely to have been trained in the cultural humility. Um, uh, and I think it's because of everything that has been happening and, through COVID. And we are seeing a lot more younger nurses, even administrators in those positions, whereas usually you would see age groups between 40s and 50s in those higher positions. And now we're seeing much more right out of college, early 20s, early 30s in these big positions. So they are having, the older generation is having a difficult time adapting to the comfort of, I guess, more acceptance. Before it was just more like black and white, and you follow this, you follow that, no matter what your culture was. As far as leadership, I'm seeing that when I walk into the facilities, there are more pride flags. There are more things about different cultures and acceptance, and even the way that they're like dressing, the acceptance of, uniform and colored nails and things like that. I don't think that I don't think that I see any more people really making fun of or joking or not accepting someone's culture. I'm not really seeing that. I'm seeing more of the age difference. And it depends on the age of the leadership, I think. I think that some are addressing it just by having meetings, and more feelings are being talked about in that atmosphere. What I would like to see is leadership recognize and address the generational differences more openly. Maybe offering training that connects with cultural competence to personal stories and patient outcomes. Something might resonate more with older staff, or facilitating mentoring programs where younger and older coworkers can learn from each other's strengths. Also creating a feedback system where all staff can share thoughts on how culture is handled without fear or judgment, just to bridge gaps. Through these readings, it has helped me to kind of what I've already, the diversity part of it, of how I used to look at it, black, white, or if you had money, if you don't have money. Now I'm looking at it at a generational culture in the workplace, realizing how much our culture lends are shaped, not only by our background but by the era in which that we're living in now. And the readings have like helped me understand my approach with conversations with more empathy, rather than getting frustrated with an older coworker or a younger coworker, and just try meeting them where they are to bring the focus back to patient-centered care. And at the same time, I'm admiring how I feel like I'm in that middle age because I'm 40. I'm admiring how the younger nurses are pushing for the cultural conversation and just bringing more awareness.